Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of DCCares. This series, we've been focusing on resources for caregivers of loved ones that are experiencing Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia. A very difficult journey to be on, but there are some great resources in our community, and so we hope that this series will be a help to you. For this episode, my guest is Jackie Raggianti.
Very
nice.
nice.
Say your last name right?
Raggianti.
Raggianti,
Yes.
okay, good. And you're part of DCC, but you're here to talk about something that is a ministry outside of DCC in the community, something called Tim's Place. And just to be clear, Tim's Place has nothing to do with Tim, me. It is a separate entity.
Yes.
So what is Tim's Place?
Tim's Place is a respite ministry for caregivers, basically. They can drop off their loved one with us, and we will entertain them, I guess you could say, play games, do interactive things at the tables. We play games, we have lunch together, interact at their level, and help them to feel like they have a community.
Okay. So where is the program based?
The program is based at Trinity United Methodist. We are currently working 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 1. And that includes the lunch time that they'll be with us. And it's $30 a session to come, but we don't turn anyone away if that's an issue. We'll take everyone.
Okay, great. So they do get lunch while they're there as well?
Correct.
Okay. So once you have dropped someone off the program, then it's, what does that work out to? About
3 hours.
3 hours. Okay,
Yeah.
Nice break. How does someone join the program?
There is an interview session of sorts that the director, who is Rhonda Hine, will give to new people coming in. And the clarity for her behind that is she wants to make sure that the person living with dementia or Alzheimer's isn't too far gone. Our program really deals with people who can still move, and walking with a cane or a walker or even a wheelchair is acceptable, can still use the restroom on their own, and briefs are acceptable as well, and still can feed themselves. So if they're beyond those points, that's where she would make the decision whether they're acceptable to come into the program or not, which is a difficult thing for a caregiver to know because they're living with that person. Right. You know, and they don't know what we can and can't handle. We are all volunteers who are at the program, helping run the program, minus Rhonda, who has got the knowledge behind her and oversees everything.
Okay. How long has Tim's Place been in operation?
About 1 year.
Okay. So a fairly new venture.
Yes.
How many clients do you have right now?
We started out with 6 and we are up to 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there may be someone who's watching this or hears about it that more than needing respite for someone they're caring for, maybe is interested in being one of those volunteers and helping out.
Yes.
Do you have a need for more volunteers?
Always a need for more volunteers. You know, you ebb and flow in your life and things change. And right now we have probably about 40 volunteers, but out of those 40, not all of them are participating. So new volunteers, we have, as a matter of fact, a training going to happen here soon. And we do a training for them and get them on board about what the things that you have to pay attention to. You're not just coming to play a game with somebody, but you're dealing with somebody who has memory issues. And you're not the one who's needing to do the game and finish the game. Your goal is to coach that person to finish the game. So a lot of times when volunteers come in, they think that they're there to play the game for themselves. So we're doing some deeper training on things like that.
Yeah, so it really is a ministry to these individuals.
It is to the individuals, yes. And we also have a caregiver respite program. Once a month, they can meet with a professional and just come and ask questions, or she has a schedule of things that she talks about. So the caregiver gets some informational stuff that they need as well.
And that's great.
And that's also free.
Now, to be part of that caregiver informational program, does it need to be someone who already is involved in the program, like they're bringing someone to the program, or even if maybe they're not using the respite portion of this, could a caregiver come and be part of that information meeting?
Right now, they're holding it to being a part of TIMS, that
Okay.
their person needs to be at TIMS before coming to this. The person that actually is doing this for us runs a full caregiver course, a 6 to 8 week course.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you some information on that.
Good. Yeah, and we're going to have more information about this posted in the show notes, and so be sure and check that out. If there's any printed information, we'll get that scanned and get that added as well. Now, if someone wants to contact Tim's Place, are there hours for them to call? Is there a message phone? How does that work?
Right now, the best way to contact us is timsplacesequim.com. Send us an email.
So info at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Info at timsplacesequim.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Or go to our website, and that'll give you a lot of information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Anything else people should know about Tim's Place?
If at all questioning whether it's right for your person, please contact us, and Rhonda will get with you and clear that up. And if your person is hesitant, if you can somehow get them to come and at least experience it, we have never had anybody turn away, because it is fun, it's joyful, and we do care about those individuals, making them feel like a part of a community.
All right. Well, Jackie, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I hope that if you have been thinking about some respite options, that you will get hold of Tim's Place.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.